Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Plush by the Stone Temple Pilots. It's relatively easy. It's got a couple bar chords in it. Maybe one you don't know. It's an E flat major 7th chord, which you might be kind of new to. It's a nice sounding chord though, but for the most part it's pretty accessible by most players. So let's check it out. We got the top 3 strings. Just strings 1, 2, and 3 here. We're going to put play the 3rd fret on the 1st string and 2nd string and have the 3rd string open. So you hit those 3 strings twice. And then we're basically going to leave our pinky where it's at, and then we play the 2nd fret on the B string and 3rd fret on the G string. So we have... Alright, still keep your pinky where it's at. We're going to now move our 2nd finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And the 1st finger is going to play the 1st fret on that 2nd string. So we have... And then, the last one's easy. Leave your pinky there, but the 2nd and 3rd strings are open. So we have this. Then you're just going to hit the top 2 strings here. The B string is open there. Now it's at the 1st fret and 2nd fret. So we have... You start over. After you've done that like 4 times, it goes into the song by going to this G chord. Now, it uses a different voicing of this G chord during the verse. So just at the very end of that section is when you play this one. So it's just your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 6th string, 2nd finger at the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then the pinky still on that same note, the 3rd fret up there. All other strings are open. Alright? So then it gets us to the verse. Now the verse starts with a G major chord as well. Really it's a G power chord though, and we're not going to play it like we did the previous G. Now we're going to play it basically with your 2 fingers. You can still that same 3rd fret on the high E string, then the 3rd fret on the B string as well, and then your 2nd finger playing the 3rd fret on the low 6th string, and it's going to mute. The bottom of that finger is going to mute the A string. Alright, the other strings are open. Alright, then we're going to go to a D major chord. So it's a standard D major chord, but we're going to have the 3rd in the bass. So how they do that is they climb over and grab the 2nd fret here on the 6th string with your thumb. And then you can strum all the strings. So we have... So in the beginning, using that thumb like that might be uncomfortable, but just if you want, you can just basically lift your wrist up, bend it upwards behind the neck, and it'll help that thumb get up there. All right, then we have an F bar chord, which a lot of people hate, but that's just a bar across the 1st fret here, 2nd finger at the 2nd fret on the G string, and then the pinky and 3rd finger at the 3rd fret on the 4th and 5th strings. Alright, then we get to a C major chord. Now this is a standard C major chord, but we're going to have the low 6th string in the bass. Still a C major chord, it's C major in 1st inversion now, this low E. So we have... Alright, now I'm going to jump up to the 3rd fret and do that E flat major 7th chord I was talking about. It's going to basically have to bar across the top 3 strings at the 3rd fret. Then you're going to put your 3rd finger at the 5th fret on the D string and your pinky at the 6th fret on the A string. So you're only strumming those 5 strings. All right, then you come back and play in the riff with a power chord at the first fret on the low E string. So it's an F power chord. So all together, you know, the rhythm, he plays it. So it's down, down, up, down. It kind of has that feel. Those are the notes, the parts that are accented. So this part right here, I guess it'd be kind of a pre-chorus. It's a D power chord. Just the open D string, second fret on the G string, and third fret on the B. Then, in this next one, we're just going to basically put our second finger at the third fret on the A string. That open D, open G, and then the third fret on the B string. Next chord is the exact same except on that fifth string, move it back one fret. So play that with your first string. Then come back to the chord you just did. So we have this. All right, from there we just play two chords that we've already learned back to back for a while. That E flat major 7, to F. So both harp chords just kind of over them. And that takes us back to the intro part. All right, so then it goes through all those parts again, and then we have the more aggressive part at the end of the song. It sounds like this. So it's pretty simple. We're going to have a power chord here at the third fret on the low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the same rhythm down here, 2 frets lower. Then that same C major chord with the open E in the bass. Then move the power chord up here. You're going to slide into the power chord here off the A string here, 6th fret, and then move it back down to the 5th fret. So we have. All right, so he goes through that like 4 times, and this the very last time he just says. That's about it. So that's all the parts. I'm sure if you know the song well enough, just by ear, you can put all those parts together and put them in the correct order. Pretty simple, you know. I'd say like upper beginner. You know, if you play bar chords, you can play this song. And the rhythms, you just kind of have to work into it. It's kind of a straight 8th note feel, and just keeping that motion going and listening for when the chord hits are the dynamics of it. What chords are being hit harder than the others. That's how you really develop a feel for this type of thing. So I would suggest like playing along with the song, get these chords underneath your hands, and then just get that feel. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and never let it stop. Now, see, I'm not hitting it every time. And that's how you get used to being able to just hear something and recreate the feel of it. Instead of trying to break it down, down, up, 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 down, down, whatever. It's just more confusing. To be able to feel it, the number one thing you got to be able to do is you got to keep a constant motion without stopping. So even though I'm not hitting the strings, I'm still doing the motion, and that helps me keep me in rhythm. All right? Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you soon with another song for GuitarLessons365.com. Bye-bye.